Hey guys, this is Gonzo with your Rise 41 tip for today. So yesterday I got into an interesting conversation with somebody at this new gym I'm visiting in Columbus at this pros gym, and gentleman around my age. He was trying to get in shape, just starting to work out, and he said something that really struck me, and it was like, "Well, you have all this time in order to get in shape, and I don't." And it struck me because I realized as a parent and as a hardworking professional, I realized and I corrected him. I corrected him like, look, it's not that I have more time than you do. It's really important that we frame this conversation in a way that is helpful to you. What I do have are priorities and discipline. So, what do I mean by that? I mean that I understand that I have a limited amount of resources and time, and in order to be in good shape spiritually, mentally, physically, I need to take care of my nutrition, work out, and make that a priority, and look at the time that I have available and make it work. So what does that mean? That means that, like I asked him, like, so what do you do? What's your day like? He's like, well, I go to the office and I work. Then I come home and I make dinner. Then I sit down and, watch Netflix for a couple of hours. I'm like, wait, you have decided to carve out a couple hours every day. That's your routine to wind down to, like, watch Netflix or whatever. Look, man, maybe you need to get up earlier, and maybe that 2 hours of Netflix maybe has to be one, so that you get an hour where you can dedicate to your fitness or to your nutrition, to prep some food or plan it out or relax, do some recovery stuff. But the trick here is we all have the same 24 hours in the day. We just have to decide, and this is where discipline comes into play more so than motivation, because motivation will come and go, but discipline will always remain. And this is where we have to decide, guys, is if these goals are important to me, if I do want to be in better shape, if I do want to make a permanent change, if I do want to live a healthy life, the unfortunate reality is there is no magic formula. It is a matter of prioritizing those things that will help us achieve those goals. And the other part is that this will take time. These changes, once you put them in place, won't magically, very quickly help you see that change or effect that change. This will come in time. So you have a double hit of, you're going to lose a lot of the fun things and fun time because you're doing the discipline stuff now. And you're not going to see the results. You have a delayed gratification issue because you're not going to see the results of those decisions and those changes until, weeks or months later. But you have to decide, this is again where discipline comes into play. And it's not magic. It's not that I have a secret that nobody else does, or any of the fit people in the world have a secret that they don't want to share with the people who are not fit, or the people that are finding it frustrating to change. It's a simple reality that you have to choose to accept, and you have to make that contract with yourself. I am going to make these changes for this period of time in order to see these positive changes down the road. And it's like putting money in the bank. You're not going to be a millionaire if you start saving a little bit of money every day, but eventually you will be. It's the same principle, except with your health, with your fitness, with your mental balance, with your spirituality. It's the same thing. You're making an investment that will pay off with delayed gratification in the future. So you're worth it. You can do it. You might need help in getting started and figuring out how to do it. That's where coaching would come in. Reach out to a coach. Reach out to us here at Rise 41. We'll be very glad. I think I have 2 slots left for coaching. If this is something that you desire, that you want to understand, it's a lot easier with a coach. But ultimately, understand, you will have to make changes that are long lasting, long term, and you have to figure out how to make it that those changes can be part of your life in a way that will stick, that are repeatable, and then they become part of your lifestyle, and then the results will always be there for you. You can do it. I believe in you. If I did it 10 years ago, anyone can do it. Anyway, this is Gonzo with that message for you, something for you to consider. Rise 41, out for today here at the Arnold. If you see me, say hello. Leave me some stuff in the comments if you want to hear more about maybe this topic or other topics. All right, have a great day.